Welcome back to Aircel Chennai Speaks Out. Do our advertisements inform or mislead customers? The earlier segment we found Dr. Maya Vedamurthy almost holding a brief for fairness cream, saying it does work in some cases. If you can pass the mic, then I want to ask the audience, how many of you have actually, yes ma'am, how many of you have used fairness creams and have you found it working?
No, I don't think so.
You don't agree? Why,
no,
why
I think they're just trying to play on people's emotions. I mean, whatever.
Yes, next, the girl next to you.
And also the moment you say something like it gives them hope, you're basically immediately putting the darker person below, saying you should be hoping to become more fairer because that's where you're.
Some of these creams, whatever they claim, they stand by it. Like more so after the doctor told us that whatever damage it has caused, it helps us recover the damage. Yes, I do understand because I have used it myself.
It has helped you?
Yes, I have found.
Fairness cream?
Yes, not the Fair and Lovely, not any fairness cream. Lot of this Vico turmeric or
no,
call it whatever.
Fairness.
I'm not saying fairness. It helps you recover the damage.
No, I'm asking you, has it made you fairer?
Not fairer. Definitely not fairer.
It's not made you fairer.
Because I believe in the genetic
Saroja,
fairness.
Pass the mic to Saroja, please.
Yeah, I think the doctor was basically telling about the tan which we acquire because of the sunlight and all. Probably
any
that is
tan,
what...
In fact, doctor, would you agree that any tan actually, if you leave it, they say even a cold, fever, sometimes a common cold, go to the doctor, it will get cured in a week, otherwise it will take 7 days. So, with regard to a tan also, they say it on its own it will go away, but we are so influenced by them that we tend to use the whole
I think it is only this that goes away when you use the fairness cream. I don't think the complexion improves actually.
No, only thing that becomes lighter on using the fairness cream is the wallet, I think.
No, I don't think,
very true.
You know, I don't think the public is influenced by us. I think we are influenced by the public. Absolutely. If you look at it, we want to be fair. Why do we want to be fair? Why can't we accept our own skin color? I mean, I think that's the problem with the public. I don't think there is. Just hear me out. So we want to be fair like a blonde girl in the US.
You mean it is an Indian
Fine, okay,
psyche?
so you try to exploit
the same product, as she said, in South Africa everyone go, I mean, how many of us go to the Marina Beach and sunbathe and get a tan? No one does it. Psychologically, you know, it's a human tendency of if we don't have something, we want to have that.
Sorry, it's just not about the fairness cream. I mean, are you saying that when Coke and Pepsi says that this is the drink for the generation next, young people in India want to become unhealthy and obese? No. But that's what they're promoting.
Yes,
you're promoting a drink for the future.
Shut up. Chennai has emerged. This is Aircel Chennai Speaks Out. So I'm talking about Chennai specifically. Chennai has emerged as a diabetes capital of India. 300 million Indians have been diagnosed as overweight. And yet you have these companies. In fact, the advertising code is very clear. You're supposed to talk about side effects. You don't tell us how many spoons of sugar are used in a glass of Coke. You don't talk about chips, whole lot of these things. How are you being ethical?
It's not a question of being ethical. Now, if you
it is a question of being ethical.
No,
you are influencing minds.
No, I'm saying if it is bad, then why is the government allowing these products first?
So
I'm just saying.
Let's be very clear over here that, you know, it becomes a normal mindset that you blame the government for not having the laws, blame the government for having this and that. What is the responsibility of the corporation? Today, just been in recent news that Coca-Cola has been fined in Australia for putting a one-page full ad saying that Coke is healthy. They've been fined for that. They're actually going out and saying wrong things.
So they were fined?
No, they were fined. But I'm saying that
Australia,
but
not here.
Not
the question. One more question I would really like to ask you guys here. Now, all of you are saying that you have a set of rules that you follow, that you have a self-governing body, and you're talking about the government. Claim that they follow. The question is, how much of our population is really literate enough to understand all this?
Yeah, this is
the
what I
common
wanted
man
to
on the
mention
street,
actually.
who is a dark-skinned guy, thinks that by doing this, I'm going to become voila, black to white. A person, any child, I'm not talking of the educated people at all. We're talking of totally uneducated, rural population, guys who can't even sign their name, and they don't have money. Like he said, it makes their wallet lighter. They go buy Pepsi, they buy Coke, they buy every thing that you see there. They think that it's fashionable lifestyle. Is that what you guys are projecting?
I think this is one of the, one of those largest insults you could mete out to those poor people who don't know anything. In fact, people who don't have money know how to value it much more. So, and I deal with consumers day in and day out.
What's insulting about what he said?
It's absolute poppycock. The guy who has less money knows how well to spend it. I mean, it's absolute nonsense that we, the educated, know this, and those poor people in those villages, nonsense. Please get down to those villages.
Prakash, let me take up this with you, because we have had patients.
Villagers from one village in Kerala, look at the Pepsi ad right now, Gen Next ad.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What does it represent? A bunch of people from village challenging the Indian cricket team and getting the Pepsi.
Yes, people
So
who
you-
watch,
so you
people
are
who watch and
targeting those
over-intellectualize
village
the people who watch and over-intellectualize the advertising for a living. Sure,
No, it's obvious. It's nothing to over it. It's obvious.
Prakash, that's exactly what you guys are
saying that
doing.
we are basically
no,
insulting
but
the
that-
poor
that-
people. Your
no, no.
advertisements are
But-
targeting those people.
Prakash,
The whole point that there are a set of that
but
most
let's-
people.
let's-
No, the point I'm making is that most people actually, they're so naive that they don't. I mean, they can't take decisions for themselves.
So
that is what I'm
illiteracy is a
objecting
form
to.
of naivety.
This naivety is being
All I'm-
exploited.
all I'm
Is a form
saying-
of naivety.
all-
Is that what you're saying?
All
That's
I'm
what you're
saying,
exploiting
Suresh,
is what she says.
Is that I don't agree with
No,
you.
that's
on
what
that.
you're exploiting.
I just don't agree with you on that. That's the
Prakash,
point I'm
that's
making.
what she's saying is because people are being naive. You're saying they're naive. That's what you're exploiting as advertisers.
Absolutely not. In fact, I'm saying they are not naive.
Just now you made the statement that
They're
they
not
are
naive, they're
Now
being
you say-
connived. huh?
No, ma'am. What I'm saying is, I'm objecting to this whole point that there are those poor people out there who don't know.
Please,
All I'm
it-
saying
it-
is
it
people
was
know
not
very
poor
well.
People, Prakash, it was
Please
illiterates,
understand.
guys who cannot understand or read. It's not poor. We're not talking
Okay,
of
let
the
me tell you
finance
another-
part
Let me
here.
make another point here. People who are illiterate and don't earn money in this country, let me tell you, as marketers and advertisers, don't buy anything. Please be very clear. 30% of this country buys nothing.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me,
Okay,
sir.
so we're not talking about illiterate people here.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know that Kurkure contains plastic? No, it contains plastic.
I don't know that.
It contains
How many of
plastic.
you
I
believe
don't
that
know
some
that.
of our snacks are completely unhealthy, although they are branded
Yes,
healthy
it's a junk
snacks? Almost the entire audience. The Consumer Association conducted a survey in schools, across schools in Chennai, called the Lunchbox Challenge. They kept healthy food. They kept, for instance, chana and a whole lot of things, and they kept chips and colas. And most of the children went for the chips because they said, Saif Ali Khan eats Lays, so I also want to have that. And we all brand ambassadors. Why aren't we getting brand ambassadors to actually talk about people eating healthy?
If you look at it, do you think idlis and dosas are healthy? But we
Yeah,
eat
of
it.
course, of course, of
In
course.
moderation, it's fine. In moderation.
I'm very sorry to say that.
No,
I'm very sorry. Idlis and dosas are very healthy. We have a balanced diet.
If Indians were eating healthy food, we would have been
No, we're
number
not
one in
eating healthy
Olympics.
food is what we are saying. We are saying we are not eating
No,
healthy
I'm
food.
saying, that's what I'm trying to say. You can't just blame only chips or a Coke or whatever. It's not that the person is going to eat, 5,000 liters in a year or something. He's not. It's a little bit of everything is fine. I mean, it's up to you. It's
Okay,
up to you.
No,
Shekhar.
the question is, see, essentially an advertisement must inform and it should entertain also because, of course...
So are we being too hard on them? Are we
No,
being
no,
too peevish?
to some
Because
extent
sometimes
I
they
would
say
say.
the movie theatre, just if you don't like the movie, enjoy the popcorn and come out.
To
Is that what you're saying?
To entertain and they should not mislead and worse, they should not insult your intelligence. Now, the Axe ad, for example, it insults not just men, it insults women also. That is what I am trying to say. Just because you put the Axe advertisement,
How many of you in
get
the audience
molested
believe
in the
that
lift?
ads today, as Shekhar says, insult our intelligence? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they do. They treat us like we can't understand what they're saying, what they're trying to put across. We know that these are just marketing skills. We know that they're doing this just to sell the product.
Yes, ma'am.
If
And-
you think
and
that
it's
the
like-
ads are
and it's like-
insulting, but the product is selling, then there's something wrong somewhere, no?
No, that
the
is what
point
I'm
is-
saying.
the
That-
point
that-
is-
again they are selling because they are misleading. They are misleading the
No, I
men.
mean, how long
they
do
are,
you keep
they are
misleading?
misleading the men to believe that
Do you
if you
believe
put
that
ads
a
for women
misleading
will
ad
follow
will
you.
actually backfire?
That
Do you
you
believe
will
it will
have a
backfire?
secondary-
Of course it will. If
No,
the product is
Misleading
not
ad
good,
will backfire.
Without doubt. Ads which misinform, ads which lie are bad business. I'm not even getting into the morals of it. Let's look
So
at.
what in
you
your,
know, no, all I'm
in
saying
your
is.
opinion, what is the
let's-
percentage? If you can give me a ballpark figure, how many ads mislead? Be honest. How many ads mislead?
I don't know of any ads which mislead. Which I watch.
You don't know of any ads that mislead?
You mean to say Axe actually makes women in bikinis run down the beach for one man, one skinny looking man? It's not so. But the thing- but
Let
then
me
how
tell
can
you, let me
but then
tell
how-
you.
It doesn't backfire. Men still go and buy them.
But men don't believe that's going to happen to them. So I mean,
So
you
why?
missed
How
the
come
entire
Axe
point.
works? How come Axe works? And she was just saying that actually lots of girls hate the smell of Axe. But do you put that across?
You
No,
hate the
women
smell
are
of,
still
you
running
hate
into
the smell of somebody else's place? Okay.
So no, excuse
Prakash,
me.
reality check. I mean, get real.
That's exactly the point I'm making. If lots of girls hate the smell of Axe, it's bad business. Yes. So why should some company actually do it? Let's not, and I use the term company and not something as lofty as corporations, those evil things. But the fact is that's what people understand, business. And if this is the reality that people hate the smell of a particular brand and it's not going to work, it's bad business. You'd stop it tomorrow.
No, that is exactly what I'm trying to say. See, if Axe says...
One quick question I want to ask you. The average person on the road, what is your opinion that if I buy something thinking that, yes, this is going to work on me. Maybe the company has said something wrong also. You know, when I start using it, after the second, the third or the fourth use, do you think I still will continue?
Okay, I want to bring it.
No, I
want to bounce to Saroja.
Saroja,
on every bill today you find a disclaimer: goods once sold cannot be exchanged or taken back.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a principle of promissory estoppel. He sells you, he makes a misleading claim. On the basis of that claim, you buy a product. You cannot exchange it. So then you're cheated.
Definitely, you're cheated. You can approach the consumer forum.
Is it legal to have that disclaimer?
You're not supposed to have that. In itself is unfair trade practice, which can be brought before the consumer forum.
Another thing is I said about insulting intelligence. We saw this clinic ad. This girl goes and she gets into the team. It's very simple. No girl can play in a boys' team. Okay, so very simple. Very simple. Yeah. So you and then you have this. And then whether your toothpaste has a salt or not, you have a television news reporter come and interviewing in a train, in a plane, and I think they didn't enter a toilet. That's what they haven't done actually. And why make such ads? Why make ads that makes a laughing stock out of the company?
Watch them. It's as simple as
that. No, that is because I'm in front of the TV. Okay.
Dr. Suresh Sridharan.
Yeah.
We've heard of certain chewing gums which can light up playgrounds.
Absolutely.
Right? Also, Shekhar spoke about salt content in toothpaste. Why do you need to buy toothpaste? You can use salt water to gargle, right?
Well, some people even say that you can brush your teeth with salt, but that's not going to sell. Now, when I was arguing with Mr. Prakash some time back, we actually had some people from the Mofussil areas who've got a lot of fluorosis problems, which is due to tetracycline stains and fluorosis, wherein you see a band on your tooth. Now, this cannot be taken away by any whitening toothpaste. All right. But these guys, they come to us and they tell us that we've been using this paste for so many years. Why is it that only my teeth are not working, are not improving? Whereas the other
Send
people
them
in
to
the
Prakash
ad...
Dharmarajan. Send them to Prakash Dharmarajan.
As I said up front, there will be, for any argument, this way or that, there will always be exceptions. There will always be somebody who sees a bungee jumping ad and jumps out of the window. I mean,
and there have been cases. Somebody who saw it and jumped out of.
They're selling toothpaste on the television, yeah.
Certified by Indian Dental Association.
Indian Medical Association. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry actor comes with a coat and says, "I'm a doctor."
The thing there is, if you notice, there's a small asterisk at the bottom.
Conditions of life.
Absolutely.
Even to the doctor, in fact. So, okay, all right. Conditions of
the
life.
other thing I would like to
let's get in Alik Padam. Let's get in Alik Padamse here. In fact, Mr. Padamse, thank you again for staying with us. Aspirational value. Are you advertisers? Are you all ad men or dream merchants?
Well, considering I was on a program called Dream Merchants a few years ago, I love the title. It is, yes, your dreams means aspiration. That doesn't mean dreams that they're false. Because aspirations is what we all are in this world about. We are born as one thing, and if we have aspirations, we aspire to climb that Mount Everest, all of us. So there's nothing wrong with being a dream merchant.
All right, nothing wrong with being a dream merchant. We'll come back. In fact, we'll get more questions from the audience as to whether they believe some of the advertisers are really leading us up the garden path.